motivation is what I define. There's no very permanent definition of motivation. Just keep in mind, we are the ideas, because as they say, ultimate weapon is an educated mind. Uh, Ultimate weapon is not a revolver. Ultimate weapon is not a sword. Ultimate weapon is not uh, whatever you call it. Ultimate weapon is not a missile. It's an educated mind. So when you have an educated mind, you coin ideas. You become creative enough. You become innovative enough. Then there comes a lot of sophistication and ease in your work. So we are the people who create ideas. We are the people who be motivated and do these things. But then again, let me clarify one thing. That's very important. One thing is that you should give your best to everything, huh? No matter what happens, no matter if you don't understand anything, but give your best. And again, try to smile. Don't be that much serious. If you be so serious, I'll also be serious. So I serious. Huh? Try to motivate me, and then if you become so grim and just look me in the face, I would say, man, see what faces they made. I'm not motivating them at all. So try to even cut jokes when I talk about it. So we are the people who create ideas. Behavior and attitude, these are very important when it comes to motivation. First of all, let me clarify what is the difference between attitude and behavior. Do you really want to know it?
Yeah.
What's the difference between attitude and what's the difference? Let me tell you. Let me ask from you first of all. If you really feel it easy to tell you. You know the difference between attitude and behavior. What's that?
Behavior,
Yes.
behavior is something which is adopted by you naturally, and attitude is just to show up someone.
That's nice. Anybody else?
Behavior is a natural thing and attitude is the artificial.
Okay, that's great. The basic difference is that attitude is our ideas. Behavior is what you do. Attitude is your idea in your mind. Behavior is what I do. Behavior is what I do. This is behavior. This is the way we behave. This is the way. But attitude always controls your behavior. And they also say that 90% of the world depends on attitude. Just 10% depends on dreams. We always confuse attitude with understanding. Because of our attitudes, we don't learn anything. If you show your attitude, it means you block your days of motivation. But it's a fact. It's a bitter fact that 90% of the world is running and chasing attitude, and just 10% of dreams. There are 10% people in the world who are dreamers. We need dreamers. You don't need people who show attitude like me, robot. I'm a robot. So who the hell are you? Who the hell are you for me? I always say that. If you don't, give me your cell phone, I'll have mine. If you don't give me your laptop, I'll have mine. So, who was the person to demotivate myself? But if you show dreams, we need people who see dreams with open eyes. We don't need people who really see just build castles in the air. We don't need castles in the air. We need castles on ground. So, these are the things. This is the basic difference. And change your attitude, your behavior will be automatically changed. You will be motivated to do anything in the world. Anything in the world. Anything in the world. Malala is not a big thing. Malala is an idea. Malala wrote some words, and she is the person who is motivating the world. There are different political aspects, but we would not go to those different political aspects. But again, see, she dared change her attitude, wrote a diary in BBC Urdu service, and then we don't talk about, yes, she is famous, but she has brought a new idea. The idea is that the education for all, education for girls. So now each and every single girl is motivated when she hears the name of Malala Yousafzai. So this is the way your attitude and your behavior works for different things. Have you heard the names? You might not have heard the name of Maslow, Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow was a philosopher, and then he did a lot of work. Did a lot of work.
Basically,
Yes, his famous theory of motivation is really very famous. Huh? When you talk about motivation, then you must hear the name of Maslow. The complete name was Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow. His theory of motivation is what governs this topic fairly and squarely. He has some steps in his theory. So if you don't be bored, we'll be discussing it.
Definitely.
It's very interesting theory. It's very interesting theory.
When I'm just having mercy upon Anand, the way he has put up his hand to just hold the laptop.
It is not difficult for me.
Name,
Yes.
does it really, this
No.
laptop, the color of this laptop must motivate this man.
Thank you. Yep.
You must extend it.
Was dream of having such a laptop in your life.
Sir, I like it.
You love it, huh?
That's why I'm.
Yes, it's a brain. Much like it. Maslow's hierarchy. It is also known as hierarchy. Hierarchy means your classification. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called hierarchy. Yeah? In Maslow's theory, first of all, there are psychological needs. I'm reading your story. These are physiological needs. Physiological means you're concerning with your physique, your body. I will not, say that most famous PPP slogan that yes, shelter, food, and all that stuff. But again, your shelter, your food, your clothing, and a roof under your head is what composes your psychological needs. These are your psychological needs. For example, I don't get food to eat. Would you study? Anybody from this room would study if they do not get food to eat?
Not at all.
If you do not get clothing, would you study?
Not at all.
If you do not get pocket money, would you study? If you cannot, if your parents leave you under the open sky in this wintry season, then
If you want to study, then we
would you study?
If we want really
A genius would study like Einstein.
Yeah.
You get that?
But we are not Einstein.
But we are Einstein.
We can be, we are not.
We are Einstein. We are Einstein. Einstein's brain was cut into pieces because of the study. And then people came to know that Einstein was the only person who used his mind 15% of the 100%. Now the genius of the world used his mind 15%. Now think if somebody uses to 20%, what will happen?
Which word genius there?
We are, but it's all about choices, na? Whatever choices you make, you have three things in your life for motivation: chances, choices, and changes. These three words are very important. Make a choice and then take a chance. Taking a chance means taking a risk. Many a times it means taking a risk, and then your life is changed. These things motivate you ultimately. Ultimately, we are coming on the same topic that these things, motivate you. So we are talking about Maslow's theory. I hope I'm not taking a lot of time.
No, you
So
are
this-
just
So this is the first step of Abraham Maslow's theory of motivation. Physiological needs. What? Physiological needs. Food, shelter. So nobody can be motivated without food, shelter, and clothing and house. Okay?
Yes.
This is the point. I need you to get this point. Okay? This is the first step of motivation according to Abraham. Come on the second one. In the second one he says safety needs. Malala Yousafzai was not safe. People in Mustang blast 3 buses of Ahle Tashi going to Iran, faced a suicide bomb. They were ripped apart. They were torn apart. Brother and cousin of my friend were martyred in Mustang attack some 10 days ago, and he is there in Islamabad to receive dead bodies. No one is safe. If you are not safe, you are not motivated. Got it?
Yeah.
Safety first. They say safety first, and then the other things. This is the second. And come on, the third one: belongings or love needs. Then you have food. You have shelter. You have a house. You are safe. You will need somebody to respect you. You will need somebody to love you. You will need somebody to care for you. You will not be motivated from your food, from your safety, if somebody does not care for you. Man, if this man does not respect you, would you respect him? You will not.
No.
They say love begets love. Huh? They say love begets love. What does the word beget mean? Beget means to start. Love begets love. Huh? So you need self-esteem then. Then on the very third step, it's your social needs. Your social needs. You need respect, self-respect. Your self-respect. I have my self-respect. Who the hell I am to say you that who you are? Everyone is free. Everyone is free. Social needs. Then we need friends. I would not then need food only. I would not then need safety only. I would need friends. I am a social animal. I am a
Social animal.
I am an animal. Basically, I am an animal. I am not a human being, and then I was named as a human being. But I am a social animal. I would need a friend to be with me. A friend in need is a friend
Indeed.
indeed. So you will not be motivated in society. You will not be motivated in class if you don't have friends. If you don't have a circle of friends. Always choose your friends. Choose your friends. Have a choice. Take a chance. And
There we get imagination.
never be let down. Don't care about the comments of people. I'm not talking about comments on Facebook. I'm talking about comments of people in heaven. Okay. So let the people say whatever they say. I am Roahan, but you are you. This is the way I am. You cannot change me. I am the person who can change me.
Yeah.
Yeah? I am the person who can change me. You have no right to change me. I don't have any right to
Sir,
say
but
this name. Why your buckle is something like this?
Sir, but motivation can be help us to change anybody.
Yeah, definitely. Motivation can. If anybody judges you and says what type of person you are, it will kill your motivation.
Yeah.
It will kill your motivation. But you will have to keep up. You will have to keep up with all the things in your life. You will have to keep up. You have to fight every day. Every day you have to fight. Every day you have to fight. Life is a fight. I'm still fighting. I've been fighting for about 10 years of my life. I am from a very lower middle class family. And I didn't have any big support from my family. But then again, parents were not that much interested to have me in university. But then I went to university and supported my own self, along with the support of my family. I'm not a big high-fi family. Huh? But then again, I fought with my life and I'm still fighting. Man, it's all about pain in your life. Cane is the only thing. I write short stories also.
Yeah, we are.
I'll also share my short stories with you. But then again, once I wrote and then this, I still remember that I've come to feel that piano and pen both create music. Strings of piano, when struck by a keyboard, create music. Twinges of pen, when hammered on the heart, create music.
Yeah.
It's all about your priorities, how you see it. Yeah? So where we were? We were on the third step of necessary. Anyone sleeping in the class?
No.
No one
You can
sleeping in the
see.
class.
You can see the.
It's a wintry evening and everyone must be having a sleep. But your faces are still fresh. It means you're getting it. I am motivated, man.
Yeah.
I am motivated the way you are smiling and the way you're doing things. Yeah? So it's very nice. We were on the third step. So having food, having self-esteem, having safety, we need self-esteem. And on the fourth, when we need to understand, need to know people. Understanding is very important. Understand. Somebody is understanding. I'm not talking about this thing. I'm talking about understanding. And when it comes to understanding, remember one thing. Remember in your life and then implement this thing. Never listen to anybody with an intent to reply. Never listen to anybody with an intent to reply. Listen to everybody with an intent to understand.
We are ready to just react.
When anybody talks, yes, okay, yes, this time.
Yes, I know. Khabar aa rahi, like
We
that.
promptly reply. Yeah, could you please let me, I have, for example, I say this to this week, yeah, I'm suffering from this problem, and then he's having his own problem, and then replying, yes, you are having, yes, so do this. The problem is fixed.
Sympathetic.
But the problem is not fixed, man. The problem is replicated.
He's just showing sympathy.
Every one of us needs an ear that's lended with an intent to really understand. Understanding is like onion. You layer by layer, you just peel off the things. Everyone needs, but we just turn a deaf ear to anybody else. We just turn a blind eye and everybody else around. So listen with the intent to understand. When you do not understand, just raise questions. If you don't raise questions, you will not research. There's a new idea in my mind, research your feelings. Research your feelings. Only positive thoughts are not important, man. Positive attitude is not important, man. Positive behavior is not important, man. Positive feelings are also important. Research your feeling. Have a research on your feeling. So this is, and then we have aesthetic. We talked about food. We talked about safety. We talked about self-esteem. These all things motivate, and these all things make you go up the ladder. These all things make you go up the ladder. And then we have aesthetic needs for beauty. But then again, I say beauty is in the eye of behold. Beauty is not anybody else in the world. Beauty is not a young woman. Beauty is not me. Beauty is not you. Beauty is in the eyes. See your inner beauty. See your inner beauty. This is your aesthetic need in Maslow's theory. Create your own music. Create your own beauty. When you are sad, you just focus on the lines, on the poetry. When you are happy, you just focus on the music. So create your own music, create your own music. Learn to smile in the hard times. It's all about the pain. I've already told you. I've taken pain. I'm still taking pain. There are many people pulling my legs around in my job. There are many people who don't want me to stay where I am, but I am standing alone. If you are right, stand alone. Even it means standing alone. Stand alone. Stand on your own feet. Be champions. And then you will have your own motivation. Don't depend upon the comments of people. Don't be hinges. Don't be that hinge. Create your own music and create your own motivation. Be your own force. Be out of this district. Be out of Umarkot. Meet people from airport. Meet people from Daru. Meet people from all over the Sindh. Meet people from Pakistan. Meet people from the world. Now I meet people from the world. I receive delegations. Delegations from UK. Delegations from Bangladesh. I meet with them. I share my ideas. I share my presentations. I go in the review meetings. That has changed my life. It's a whole different experience. There was only one reason why. One reason was I kept myself motivated. I kept myself motivated. There were many persons who demotivated me. But then again, there were many people who really took me up in my university life, in my family, in my job. So keep your own motivation. Last, the one and only. And then we will leave this here theory, yeah? Then we will leave this theory. And then we will create our own theory then. Self-actualization is the last tipping point of this theory. Self-actualization is where you find yourself. Yes, you have found yourself in the world. You have found ultimately that you are a writer. Your teacher said, go and be an engineer. Your parents said, go and be a doctor. Your friend said, go and be, go for CA. Ultimately, finally, you found that there is no a doctor, engineer in yourself. There is just a writer in yourself. There is a singer in yourself. There is a hero in yourself. Yeah, maybe you can land in your Bollywood. And so this is self-actualization. Barack Obama has found, yes, he is president of the world, the most controlling man in the world. This self-actualization means finding yourself. Then you're motivated and then you find everything. So I think, this is what the motivation theory is, that, and this is, I think we should not go deeper into the theory and discuss it.
You can have some of the queries or some of the comments, and then I think you can once again go ahead.
Yes, this is. But I want you to participate. I'll sleep here in the chair. If you so now generally have your questions. If you have questions, generally have your questions, and then we move on again. If you have, if the time allows us, then we move on.
Yeah, we have time.
You can ask questions about my career. You can ask questions about my university life. You can ask, but not much very personal, but questions.
Have a shot.
So yes, man.
To motivate any person, we have need attitude. So attitude means the ideas in your mind. Suppose that the opponent people are just like the wet blanket. If they are wet blanket and your attitude is the ideas in your mind, and the ideas which are present in your minds are positive, and your behavior is your action, then how would you just behave to them, to these wet blankets?
Listen, people, there are different kinds of people in the world. Leave people. Leave them. Have your own people. Have your own person. There are times when you will have to have a mask on your face, and then just smile in the face of that person. Smile, it kills people. Smile in front of your opponent, it will kill the opponent. Of course. Smile is a great killer. Smile, it confuses people. Now experiment it in your life. If you end this lecture, if just it must be a short prank, a trick played on anybody with an intent to have an experiment. If somebody is standing there, just smile, and the people, the men would think, yeah, why the couple is smiling? I don't know the reason. So smiling means bold, being bold, and then you are very much right that people, they are different people, just have your own attitude and have your own behavior, and then be motivated enough. Never be afraid of mistakes. Never be afraid of wrong. If you are afraid of wrong, you will never be able to do anything in the world. We